Welcome, much love, whatever path of growth and learning you're on, this video will help as we discuss the neuroplastic growth mindset, how we can use the power of the changing brain to grow stronger. Recently, we discussed introversion, high sensitivity, personality traits as being heritable and somewhat fixed, but that we should embrace them, that they're points of strength and points of emphasis. But it begs the question about the growth mindset, the growth perspective armed with neuroplastic change. Can we change our personality? Can we become something else? Can we be whatever it is we want to be? Good questions. So, neuroplasticity. The brain changes physical structure in response to experience. This is well documented. Much the same as physical training changes the body, mental training changes the mind. The brain that changes itself, the brain's way of healing. So, basics of neurology, neuroplastic change. The brain has neurons that fire in communication, and we have a learned use, which is where if we use a part of the brain over and over, it grows stronger. If we have learned non-use, if we don't use a part of the brain, it grows weak and atrophies. Learned association, the brain that wires together, fires together, wires together, fires together. This is habit formation. Pavlov's dog, you got off work, you want to smoke a cigarette, but we can break that with learned disassociation, the brain that does not fire together, does not wire together, so we can separate that out. But how can we use this in the framework of personal growth strategy? So, let's use neuroplasticity with these three identity questions. 1. Where are we now? 2. Where do we want to go and why? 3. What will it take to get there? 1. Where are we now? Using Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Lao Tzu. Know thyself. Easier said than done, because it takes a careful mix of culture, heritability, sociology, current science, personality spectrum, mixed with humble introspection. I found that I am introverted and I'm highly sensitive. You might be the same, you might be different, but you should know where you are now. Know thyself. 2. Where do we want to go and why? Say that I want to morph into an extrovert, insensitive to stimuli and words. Why do I want to go there? Probably because I see my current state as a weakness, but we shouldn't see traits as strong and weak, only as advantages and disadvantages in the context of the environment. So if we look at what Charles Darwin said, always referencing advantage and disadvantage in context of the environment, he says it's well known that animals of the same species have thicker and better fur the further north they live. So if you're born with a thick pelt, rather than changing your pelt, why don't you move north? If you're extremely introverted, a sales call center is probably not the best place, and neuroplasticity can even work against you as you develop stress-related hypercortisolism. You might be better off changing your environment to something where you aren't surrounded by people feedback 24 hours a day. 3. What does it take to get there? How much work is it going to take to change? Drawing from Peter Drucker's Managing Oneself, he's all about growing from strength and ignoring and disregarding weakness, saying that one should waste as little time and effort as possible on improving areas of low competence, because it takes far more energy and work to improve from incompetence to mediocrity than it takes to improve from first rate to excellence. The conclusion bears repeating: do not try to change yourself, but work hard to improve the way that you perform. Choose work that you will perform well. Don't choose work you can perform poorly. Knowing where one belongs can transform an ordinary person into an outstanding performer. So, know where you are. Aristotle, Socrates, Lao Tzu. Know where you are. Science, right? Heritability. trait theory. 2, know where you want to go and why. Listen to Darwin. Don't change yourself, change your environment. 3, know what it takes to get there. Know what it takes to change. And choose, be strategic what you want to change. Neuroplasticity is real, certainly. We know that neuroplasticity is real, but why swim upstream, right? If you're born with a thick pelt, move north. Grow at your strengths. Grow stronger at your strengths. Disregard your weaknesses. You can turn them into mediocrity, but you don't want to try to master them necessarily. You can, but it's a lot of effort. It's more effort. So you can try to be whatever you want to be, but it might be a better strategy. And this isn't based on me. This is based on all the research, right? Instead of being what you want to be, pick where you are now and try to get better at what you're already good at. Using neuroplastic growth mindset, you can become better at what you are now, certainly. So, if you feel that you really need to change, maybe try listening to Darwin and change your environment. So, I hope this video helps. Share it. Share the ideas in it. Show me some love. This video is a pain to record. Much love. See you in the comments. See you in the next video.